I am joined by Garth Lagerwey, President and CEO of Atlanta United. Garth, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So, really exciting time for soccer in Atlanta. You had Copa America there last year. You have the Club World Cup here in 2025, and then the World Cup in 2026. What all is going into preparing for the next two?
We are incredibly excited. I mean, we're going to host 14 games between Club World Cup and the World Cup. And if you think about that, Mercedes-Benz capacity 70,000. That's right around 1 million people that are going to come in and watch soccer in Atlanta just in the next 15 months or so combined. So it's an incredible opportunity to grow the sport and to grow the audience in our great city.
The owner of your club, Arthur Blank, made a huge contribution to U.S. soccer to bring the National Training Center to Atlanta. That'll open next year. What does that mean for the club and for the city to have, the governing body of the sport in this country in your backyard?
We aspire to become the epicenter of soccer in North America, and U.S. soccer joining us is a huge step. It's great in terms of the community, in terms of it's not just the men's national team or the women's national team, it's all 27 national teams, all the extended national teams as well. So we have a real opportunity to support a group that's really touching all aspects of the game. That training facility is awesome. It's down south of the city. Atlanta United is based north of the city, and of course Mercedes-Benz Stadium is there right in the middle. And so with those positions, we really feel like we can blanket the entire Atlanta metro area and really impact everyone, and again, hopefully bring soccer to the masses.
Atlanta United has been such an amazing success story since it launched in 2017. The highest attendance in the league by a sizable margin. How do you grow on that when you're already at the top? Like, what's next for Atlanta United in terms of growing the business?
With these international soccer events, if we merely convert 10% of the people that attend one of these games, we have the potential to grow our fan base by 100,000 people in the next 2 seasons. So that is a once-in-a-generation opportunity, probably. And we're really excited about that. And I think for us, too, the connection to the community, the ability to relaunch, we don't talk about COVID that much, but it affected our impact. It affected our business. It affected how people interacted with our team. And so restoring that trust for us, re-signing a big player like Miguel Almiron to harken back to the glory days of 2018, we think that that's a really great way for people to come back and celebrate and watch a game with one of the best Atlanta United players of all time.
And, for you personally, like, your story is incredible, from being a player to being leading soccer operations and now to running the entire organization, the business and the soccer side. I believe you're in your 3rd season with Atlanta, is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
What has that been like now, running the entire organization? How fulfilling has that been for you? And I guess maybe what have been some of the surprises or things that you've learned?
I think it's a role that's going to come to more soccer teams as the league continues to grow. When you're a CEO as opposed to a GM where I was before, you have the ability to be strategic. So now instead of saying, hey, I wish we had money to do this, you can say, all right, well, here's our business, and now here we can do this to raise the revenue, which we then can apply for that strategic objective. So it works much more efficiently with a CEO. It's been really fun to come to Atlanta, to come to a place too where, for a long time we looked at soccer and it was traditionally a white middle-class sport. And the city as diverse as Atlanta, arguably the most diverse city in America, you can now reach the entire community. You have all these families that grew up with sports, whether they be Hispanic or African-American or anything in between, and now you have a chance to expose them to soccer and to say, hey, maybe it's not so important whether or not you know what offsides is, but coming to Mercedes-Benz Stadium where you've already been to the Taylor Swift concert and the Atlanta Falcons game, you know what a magnificent building that is. I think it's the nicest building for soccer in the world, $2 billion infrastructure, and it's just an incredible opportunity for us to grow the game and to be part of it.
Amazing. Garth, thank you so much for taking the time, and enjoy the rest of your time here in Marina Del Rey.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.